Imagine if Pacquiao, Mayweather teamed up, no fighting. Meedski and Tycho, both presidents, no Biden. We blasted on tracks, both got hip-hop to confide in. Scaling the mountain like rock climbing, we shine in mixtape diamonds.
Yo, what's going on? We got Meedski the Dawn, Tycho, aka Tyler Dirty, making Raw Antics 6 tracks. We're going to talk a little bit about how the album came to be from its conception.
Either way, the album came together, and I just remember one day this cat came over and was like, you hear some of my shit or whatever, and I was like, okay. So I put the earbuds in. I mean, I didn't underestimate this dude, but once I heard it, it was amazing, and I was just like, man, I said, this dude got something like the world should probably hear.
It all started, the conception of the album, Raw Antics 6 tracks. If you take a look around, you see I'm a true hip-hop fan. I got cassette, I got vinyl. A lot of this stuff is years of me digging through the crates. Take a look at some of the names on there. You might recognize a couple of them. I got UMC's Intelligent Hoodlum, Big Daddy Kane, and all of that. So, you know, again, this is where we started it, and now we're going to take our talents to KDS, the Big Boy Studio, and do it right.
Get me in this motherfucker.
Yeah, we through a mutual acquaintance, he heard I do some music, and once we got up, we started at his house in his studio. Y'all saw that earlier, and we just hit some instrumentals, man. Had like the first time we had like a 7-hour straight freestyle session, and we started coming up with some concepts for the album, and decided to do 6 tracks as a passion project. It's supposed to be something just fucking around, like, you know, nothing too serious. And as we started working, we really thought we had, you know, had something special and wanted to take it to that next level.
We knew we had something. I mean, from the time that we had that first session, it was like, okay. I mean, we kind of went into it as though we're just gonna do a project, and it's gonna, you know, we're gonna have fun with it and everything. And then once we heard what we both had collectively, it almost became an obsession, because it was just like, this shit is hot, this shit is raw, this is something the world needs to hear. And that's pretty much how we got to this point, because from that point we took it, we just elevated everything, and everything became super serious, and we started just putting everything together. I mean, really, it's just a collective project, and it came out raw, if you ask me.
Yeah, we were grinding. I mean, every Saturday, putting in hours and hours at his house, writing, listening, and we put a lot of thought into the tracks, you know, the order, and there's a lot of nuances we feel like this album has. That it's kind of like our, you know, our ode to hip hop and what we love. You know, we're putting it out for free. We just want people to enjoy the music. You know, try to do some promotional, maybe get some buzz, and we decided that we're gonna really use this hopefully as a platform. We feel like we got a lot of talent to share. We figured if we're gonna be working this hard, we thought we were gonna put some thought into it. So Jay and I sat, it was like for hours listening. I had a 40 instrumental set that I used to just drive around in my car freestyling. Just some stuff I go down a YouTube wormhole and just pick instrumentals, and just different producers, RJD2, Grammatic, Alchemist, Giuliano, Cunning Linguist, some old school stuff, and just different things that I really enjoyed. And we went through them, and we actually pulled out 6 tracks that we felt were dynamic and really on a granular level could showcase what we can do, you know, as artists. And so we took the 6 tracks kind of as a raw project, and we kind of looked at it as analogous to like a meal. Like, you know, you have your appetizer to wet the palate, you got your meat and potatoes, and then you got your dessert. So there's a progression to these songs that we put a lot of thought into. You know, you got the first track, Put Us On Blast. We thought it drops really hard. It's an RJD2 FHH track, and that's kind of our intro to who we are and what we're doing. Yeah, it's just a little appetizer, wet the little palate, you know what I mean? And then track 2 is Meedski's feature, Pesci. Yeah, and we came up with Pesci because there was a little break, and we wanted to use some samples, and we thought Goodfellas, you know, was a classic. And Joe Pesci, you know, just goes off on Spider, rest in peace. So we cut the samples of him blasting Spider into that, and then of course, you know, Meedski drops it on that. Track 3, you know, is a little more serious, takes a much more serious tone.
A little more serious. And that track is so deep. And I mean, it's right in the middle of the album, so it's like you got your appetizer, and you get another little flavor in between there, and then you go straight to like burping and farting because that song right there is just like it's so grimy. It's true grit. It's true grit. And, I mean, it's deep as hell, and you know what I mean. So it might catch you off guard if you ain't ready for it. I mean,
but it has a dual purpose. Like, we wanted to have a message, because a lot of hip hop, you're bragging, you're talking shit, you're repping where you're from, but also telling stories. And we want to have a purpose to this, not only to showcase, like, look, we got a tangible track that we can tell a story and we can have a message, so it's a different type. But at the same time, you know, we wanted to really show that message of, you know, you might be in a shitty situation, but you don't know what's behind someone else's smile. You don't know what they've been through. A lot of people have been through some shit, and I feel like in this day and age with social media and this narcissism that's endemic to a lot of people, they don't really take a second to think about other people and what they're going through. So it's kind of, that's the message we're talking about, as far as, you know, take a step back and just, you know, accept people for who they are, and don't pass judgment too quick. And then after that,
should come out swinging.
Yeah, we come out swinging with the Eternal Mike. Let's get down to brass tacks. That's my feature. I'm very angry and aggressive on that track. And that's just, you know,
it's about hip hop.
Yeah, it's about hip hop, you know, talking shit, bragging. And then at the end of my second verse, I do like a mini tribute to the Beastie Boys, which is kind of a microcosm of, you know, hip hop. Obviously, their impact is cannot be understated. And then Meedski, you know, does a little spinning, so he actually did some samples to throw in as a little tribute, you know, to Adam Yauch, rest in peace. And we thought it fit really well. Then we on to Raw Antics.
Raw Antics. The name of the album. Just straight 32 bars of that raw. I mean, I say it on the track, 32 bars of that raw.
Yeah.
I mean, we both give really 2 verses in 1 verse, and I mean, it came out good. It meshed well. My verse first, Tyler Dirty next, and it's just, there's no chorus.
Straight.
You know what I mean? We didn't obey no rules with this one. It was just straight 64 bars.
Yeah, it's dynamic. Yeah, it's dynamic, which is kind of a theme for the album. And then the outro, FLA. We had to do something lighthearted as a nice dessert, you know, to send you on your way. Hopefully, you know, thanks for listening. Listen to all 6 tracks. Representing Florida, the state we live in, the state we love. You know,
right? I mean, I'm from Oberlin, so to me, Florida is like a little paradise. You know what I mean? Once you get a taste of Florida, especially after, you know, I moved here when I was in my mid-30s, so. You know, just the fact that I could experience this shit, man, and I had to put it down for Florida, man. I'm gonna rock Florida forever. That's just what it is. That's LA.
Yeah, man. I came from Tacoma, Washington, Pacific Northwest, land of the rain and shitty gloomy weather. You know, but then I moved to Southwest Florida, big ups to 239. Moved up to Orlando. I've been in Florida about 17 years, been in Orlando about 8, and I love Florida, man. The beaches, the sand. So this was kind of our, you know, way to show our love for Florida. Florida gets a lot of knocks in the national media for being, you know, full of bullshit news.
It's a lot of crazy shit to come out here. Watching the news here is like, I mean, it don't even seem real. Like, it's so much shit that go on here, but I mean, it's a beautiful place. I mean, Florida, I mean, even if I move out of here one day, Florida's forever gonna be with me, forever. You know what I mean? So, gotta love it, FLA. So, like, all I need is a surfboard. I already got some coconut shrimp.
Yeah. So that's basically the album, kind of the concept. You know, we did a lot of different kinds of rhyme schemes and some different things with this album. We wanted to showcase, you know, our versatility. So again, it's not just something, it's a double purpose. We want to show our love for hip hop, what people like, you know, hopefully you enjoy it. And then also we wanted to show something tangible for promotional stability. Say, hey, listen to this. This is what we have. This is what we did. We put our heart and fucking soul into this shit, grinding for 4 or 5 months. You know, and then came in here to KDS Studios. Definitely want to give a big up to Gary the engineer, Tony Wilkins, President Steve Ruff. Their hospitality has definitely been something we appreciate. They definitely do it professionally. We really appreciate, you know, the show they're running here. Hospitality. It's so we up in Studio A right now, and yeah, man,
just finished the album.
Just finished. Man. It's been a long journey.
Yeah, we both went through a lot of shit during the making of this album, so I think a lot of that, a lot of that had a lot to do with the outcome of how everything sounds. I mean, it's such a dynamic. I mean, you get everything. Full course meal. You're talking about six course meal.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. So, Raw Antics, 6 tracks. Listen to it, then listen to it again.
Tell your friends, put us on blast.
Put us on blast like a boom box. I'm from the Boondocks. Oberlin, Ohio, baby. I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. That's real.
Yeah, for me, this is a long time coming. You know, I know I've been doing this since I was 15, but never really took it serious to that next level to put something out. You know, I did a couple freestyle battles here and there. Did a song for my boy Chris from Sheffield Crew. Big up to Sheffield Crew back in the day. But this is something that we really are proud of, the sound, the production values. And we hope y'all like it from true hip hop fans to another.
OB, you on my back. I got you.
239, Mark Wild in Naples. Sheffield Crew living. That's what's up.